Hey, good morning, everybody out there on our social media platforms. Thank you for logging in here to YouTube X or Facebook. I appreciate it very, very much. Hey, watch for special links. If you're getting emails from us, make sure you open those emails up. We've got some specials going on that are killer going into the holidays and there. So please open up those emails. Check the links in our YouTube videos, and remember, those that's right now in Facebook or X. If you jump over to YouTube, you can ask questions about charts and participate. Otherwise, you just have to listen. So, would love to see you over there on the YouTube channel. All right, let's get the trading room opened up and let's get this thing kicked off this morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Trader Chick, Jim, Bobby, Julie, Jim, another Jim, Goodson, Roasted. Good morning, everybody. Devin Wolf, how are you? Rickster, are we ready today? It kind of looks like today is going to be a good day if you were a bull. If you were a bear going into NVIDIA's earnings, maybe today is not going to be so good for you. So, hey, Carmen, good morning. And Rickster was born ready. All right. Oh, Mr. Goodson, hope you were bullish. Hey, Stefan, good morning. Okay, let's. I've got the NVIDIA chart up here, and let's start with that. NVIDIA is, all eyes were on NVIDIA last night. Overall, the chart didn't do anything great. In fact, there was some signs in the evening or really early this morning that, oh man, NVIDIA is not gonna do very well, even though they reported well. But it turns out they seem to be doing pretty good. Now, this is the market's not even open yet. So anything could happen. But I am going to definitely go in today with a bullish attitude. If we take a look at here, let's just drop down here to T2123. Now, this is the close as of yesterday. This is not live this morning. But you can see that we run right up and turn that dot green yesterday before the close. The big trick, I think, would be to get over this high on this candle about 6-7 candles ago. We do that, and by golly, the bulls just might have game on. They just might have something going on. So we're going to be watching that. SPY here, you can see the SPY's up a little bit, running right into what would be natural resistance, just absolutely natural resistance. You've got the bottom end of this candle before the gap down. You've got a downtrend line. We're right there at some natural resistance. So what we want to watch for is, what are the bulls going to do here? Are they going to give it up? We will see that in the price action. That is one of the coolest things about candlesticks. You can see what everybody else is doing. Everybody from the moms and dads, everybody from teenagers to old people, all the big firms. It's all right there in the candle, and we'll be able to see it in real time. Okay. So if you look down here, these three lines, dash lines grouped up, that's the 50% retracements from these highs up here and those lows down there. And you can see price came right down to that 50% retracement. We tagged it, stayed above it on that day, tagged it on that day, tagged it yesterday, and now today we're popping up here. So the big trick for the bulls is definitely don't allow that to happen. All right, that's going to be important, and it's possible, but we don't want to predict. I don't think anyway that we want to predict that. I think we want to follow the chart. Doesn't that make more sense to everybody? Rather than predicting, just follow the chart. What is the chart telling us here? What is the chart telling us here? What is the chart telling us with this downtrend line and this resistance? What is price telling us here? What is price telling us here? It's so easy just to follow that chart. All right, I'm going to get rid of this and clean that chart up a little bit. There we go. So now we start to get a breakout. And by the way, the breakout doesn't have to come today. It could, we could rest for a day or two. But assuming that the bulls take charge, I'm going to look at a target of 600 up here, basically just retesting or challenging the recent highs. And then I'm looking for the next target up to be about 608. 608. If we do start moving down, it's all going to be about these lows. Below those lows, we'll watch for a 50-period moving average tag. And we'll talk about that if that happens. Okay. Really quick, diamonds are looking good over the T line. IWM looking good over the T line. A great little bullish engulf doji continuation pattern is what we have here in IWM. SMH, it's still underwater, but with NVIDIA and the market, we'll watch SMH. It could get a little bit bullish, but right now it's still underwater because price is still under the T line and T line is still under the trend indicator. Transports, IYT, they're still looking pretty good. I would love to see price back up over the T line there, but as we can see, we've got this gap up, just a nice little pullback, and so far we're holding that. It's about the 25 EMA level there. What I would like to see is a push up like that, and then we could be on our way to some new high targets up there. Am I missing anything? No, let's look at some charts here. Well, first of all, a couple people over here, YouTube has one. SYM, let's take a look. SYM, nice gap up. Right now I have targets of 51.40-ish and then 56.5 up here. So we've got a nice rounded bottom breakout, by the way, right through here. Once we got over the 50-period moving average, it's no longer a rounded bottom breakout, but it's still very bullish chart. Okay, so great little gap up, consolidating well. I'm a big believer that a trend will stay a trend until it's no longer a trend. So that right there is about what I would look at, and we'll follow price. Price can tootle along sideways. It can start moving up. It can just move down. And if it breaks that trend, again, price will continue to follow the trend until it's no longer a trend. It's all about now following price action, chart patterns. Anyway, I love that chart. Ernie, let's see, I think I'm going to flag that one. Thank you very much. And then what do we have over there? SMCI. I have a lot of people that love this chart. I get a lot of people that ask me this via email, some on text. And I don't know why everybody's in love with this chart. I really don't. It's really simple. Either buy it or don't. Really simple. Does it meet your qualifications? Yes or no. It's really simple. It is an amazing chart. I don't know why, but everybody seems to ask me about this. Like I say, email, text, or in the Skype groups I'm in. But everybody, it's like if you like it, buy the damn thing and hold on, or wait till it actually starts looking bullish. All right, wait till it actually starts looking bullish. And what would be bullish? Not in a million years. I'm going to turn 68 this December. So if I've got 20 more birthdays coming up, my vision of this is never, ever going to change. Bullish is when price is over the T line and T line is over the trend indicator. And that is not what you have down here. But that's just my opinion. That is just simply what I look for. But however, if you want to buy it, buy it. All right. And this is kind of what I'm going to tell everybody. If you want to buy it, buy it. If you're waiting for the chart to do something, that's what we're waiting on. We're waiting for price to be over the T line to be over the trend indicator. Show me a bullish trend. Show me a bullish trend. All righty. Let's see over here in the room. November, yeah, NOV. That's on my watch list for some energy stocks and the rounded bottom breakout. That's one that I was going to talk about this morning. Look at that. Let's talk about this and that SMCI. Okay, both this stock and SMCI have a downtrend, right? What's the difference about them? How about this? We're up over the 50 period moving average. Our trend indicator has turned green here. We've had a little bit of a pop to the downside, but we're back green. This right here is the deal breaker. This is a bullish trend. This is starting to work. This is where we want to put money at, right in here, opposed to that SMCI. Okay. So that's the difference. I love that chart, by the way. Next target up, dotted deuce. That looks like a money maker to me. And then we'll look at that 200. Those are two of my basic targets for the rounded bottom breakout. So way to go. And you're right, yes, carving out a bottom here. Looking good. AAL 3-8 trap. Yes. Nice bullish trend. We're pausing for a little 3-8 trap here, or we're pausing for those folks looking to be a buyer in that 3-8 trap, and that's it right there. If we're looking for a target on that, let's go look at the weekly. Oh, there it is right there. So looking at the weekly chart, I can see these tops. I can see the 200 period moving average. And by the way, that's a weekly RBB. So I would be looking right now for a target of $15 and about 80 cents up here on this. And we are in that buy area right now. Great call. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's take a look at CAH. Look at CAH. If it can hold over the T line, it would be a buy today. It would meet all of our rules. Rules like we're in a bullish trend. We've got a PBO pullback. For those who don't know, a pullback is just a pullback opportunity. So PBO, pullback opportunity. If we can close over the T line right there, that is going to be a buy. And then we'll look for it to roll up. First target is going to be, of course, that top. You need to get through that top. Looking at the weekly chart, oh my, we're making all-time new highs. Let's just take a different view of this. So right now, what I would do is come right over here and grab this, what is it called? Fibonacci projection line. Start here at this low. We'll go right to that top right there and grab this little pigtail. Now, when the market opens up, you're not going to have that candle. I would go right to those lows right there. That's what we're going to be looking at. And there's a couple of targets to that upside. So one, we're going to have to break out, and then two, and then possibly three right up there. 132, 136 in there. So CAH, I'm going to flag that one. Thank you. What do we have here? Jets. Yeah, Jets is bullish. One way to play the airlines, if you don't want to pick one, just play the basket. Play Jets. I mean, why not? And just follow that chart. Probably a much easier chart to trade and follow. So real simple there. Yeah, beautiful. Let's see, MAR. Let's take a look at MAR. That's coming from YouTube over here. Thank you. MAR. So let's see how we close here. Other than that, everything is looking pretty darn good. You can see that our trend is bullish. We've rallied up. We've had a PBO pullback opportunity. Buyers seem like or the sellers are drying up in here. Buyers are trying to move up. So let's see how that price handles throughout the day. It looks as if we're going to open up about right there. So to me, that would be a buy 3/8 trap and just manage that trade. Manage it with a stop. How much are you willing to lose? How much risk are you willing to take? Let's face it, okay? Let's have a come to Jesus meeting here. And let's just face it. You look at any stock, not just MAR, but any stock. If we're looking at said stock to buy, what we're doing is we're betting. That's what we do. We're betting that it's going to go higher. In this case, I would think, not lower. So what if your bet is wrong? Well, you need to get out. Well, what would determine that your bet is wrong? Now, that's where it gets a little fuzzy because each individual trader is just a little bit different. So, what would tell you that it's wrong? And this is where you've got to kind of answer that question for yourself. Now, me, I'm a T-line trendicator price action trader. So what are some things that would make me, my bet was wrong? Okay. Well, what if this candle did this? That would pretty much tell me my bet was wrong. I'd want to be out of it. If this candle was to close below the T line, I would say, well, my bet was wrong, but more than anything, my timing was wrong. Maybe not my bet, but my timing. So I may or may not close it if it just closes below the T line. If it closes below the trendicator and the trendicator turns red, my bet was wrong. So I want to get out of that trade. I only want to be on stocks that are working with my bet. So anyway, that's kind of the way I would look at that one. Okay. So we need proof. We need proof that it's going to be working. And sometimes we have to wait a little longer into the day before we jump on something. Okay. Let's see here. Snow. Yeah, snow popped overnight. Is it still? Yeah. So how are you going to trade snow? This is a simple gap trade. I mean, it really is. We had a gap big move yesterday, right? So big move yesterday. So anything below 154, I wouldn't want to touch this. No, 154.77 there. Absolutely not. After that, it's going to get, it looks like it's gapping up. That candle's going to start right here at 160, assuming that's where it stays. And from there, you can trade that upside, but say on a 15-minute chart, box in the candle just like this right here. You get below that candle, you really might not want to be in it to the long side. If it continues to work up, well, it's still a bullish trade. So simple trade there. It's just simple gap strategy, and we can cover that in the room. Absolutely. Super simple step strategy on that. Let's see. Twillo is nice. Let's look. Twillo is nice. Look at that. See here? Here's our move up. Here's our pullback opportunity. This is profit taking. Everyone takes profits. That's how you succeed in this business, taking profits. So little profits coming off. Well, now the buyers are stepping back in, and this is showing. See, we have doji indecision, right? Another little doji, really indecision. Well, decision is made. So this becomes the candle that's the most important candle out there at the moment. And now we're getting follow through. Bullish chart. Where would we not like this chart? Well, if this candle was negated, maybe down to those lows, maybe even what if that candle's not negated, but we do this? Would you still want it? And this is where each individual trader's got to make those kind of decisions right there. Okay. Nice chart on Twillo. I think I'll flag that one. Thank you, Barry. Let's see here. IBRX. IBRX. I'm going to assume that you're looking at a long, and when I look at this chart, what I see, beautiful gap, by the way, love the gap. That looks like it's working out pretty good. I want to come over here and check something. Okay. So we've got a nice gap. I'm going to draw a trend line down like this right here. So over that trend line is probably what I'd be looking for a buy. Early buyers, I can see where it might happen today. Let's draw a line from these lows, connect to these lows, and then just extend it. So we're just building this wedge right here. There's always, 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 always going to be buyers and sellers in this area. Guaranteed, always. So you can be one of those, or you can be that buyer that buys on that breakout right there. That would make sense. So right in here would make sense if you're a little bit, if you like to play the ponies a little bit, if you like to go to the dog track a little bit and bet a little bit, if you like to go to Vegas, right in there. But the trader that wants a little bit more confidence, a little bit more feel good, a little bit more playing by the rules, maybe. Okay. Not that that's any better. Don't get me wrong. Then you might wait for that breakout right through here. And on that breakout, what I would be looking for is that breakout, that pullback. And then I would want to see that buyers are stepping back in. Then what we would have is a low, high, higher low, and we would be breaking out of that high right there. And that's what I would want to see. Anyway, that's a pretty nice chart. So, yeah, let us know what you do on that. Yeah, let us know. All right, let's see here. VLO, this is a chart that we are currently in. Rounded bottom breakout. Rounded bottom breakout, to me, is, I think, one of the greatest chart setups there are. It doesn't work every time, like every single other pattern out there. There's no such thing that work every time. But the rounded bottom breakout is truly, in my opinion, one of the best gigs out there. And so far, VLO is working. We bought that. Still, looking for the 200 to be tagged up here. But we'll make adjustments if the chart needs those adjustments up there. That's looking pretty good. HAL is another one that we're in. And we're going to be making some good money on that one today. So go HAL. Right now at the dotted deuce, I would probably expect a little consolidation up here. Would love to see a little pullback. We might add to it. I'm likely to take some profits off the table. And then we'll look for it to move up to that 200 period moving average. And that's where the next target would be. Big, simple, major target. But 32.45 might be one is there. So let's see. Did I get everybody over there? All right. Thank you. Rickster, hello. Pop out of the box. Yeah. Pop out of the box and 3-8 trap. Yes, sir. So pop out of the box, for those that don't know, is when you have tight consolidation that just moves sideways. That is very tight consolidation right there. And it's moving sideways. We have a 3-8 trap set up right now. Let's do this. Price is above the T line. T line is above the trend indicator. You can see that beautiful trend indicator trend right there, right? And I think I can safely say, for the moment, the SPY is in a good place for the moment. Now, let's see what happens after the first hour of today. But right now, I think the SPY is in a good place to help us out. Hey, Bobby, you're looking at FLR. Why? Sometimes I feel better today. Yesterday, I went to the dentist, and doggone it, he hurt me yesterday. That hurt. Made me under the water, under the weather. So I'm looking at this chart, and I'm dead serious. Why? You know why? You're right. Little pop out of the box, but out of all the charts we've got out there to look at, this is the one you're going to eyeball. You've got a pop up. We go sideways. We gap up. Go down. We go. I could no more tell you which direction this thing's going to go in the man in the moon. I couldn't even begin to tell you. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this. We could have a little diamond forming here. There, a little diamond. No matter what, though, I don't think this is a trade till you break out of 56 up here. Yeah, above these highs, and then you might, then it might be a trade up there. So, but yeah, a possible diamond forming, and if we break out, that's a nice chart pattern on that breakout. Okay, Bob. Let's see, NOG, moving sideways, toppy. You need bullishness. You need to break out to clean it out. Otherwise, just jump in. Yeah, just jump in. I mean, the chart pattern is the chart pattern. So, a pop out of the box. Not all pop out of the boxes are meant to be traded. Not all pop out of the box work, but it doesn't mean that you can't go and identify every single pop out of the box and just buy it if you want. And then it's really simple. On a breakout, you add more, and on a breakdown, you run like hell. You get out of it. It's real simple. I see a lot of arguing in here. So if you're willing to step into some arguing, go ahead and get in. Why not? You know where your stop is. All right, with that, I'm going to call it a morning. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so very much. You guys all take care. Let's bat the ball out of the park today. Let's make some money. Please share what you're doing. Share when you buy. Share when you close. Share when you make money, and share when you get losses. That's what makes a trading community the best. Okay. See everybody at the bottom of the hour.